Okay, welcome. Thanks for coming. This class is going to be geared towards those days when you just want to move your body around a little bit and create a bit more freedom and mobility throughout the entire body. So let's get started. Stand with your feet in a comfortable position. Interlace your fingers, straighten your arms, and stretch your arms overhead. Now, if interlacing the fingers is way too much on you, then you can just do this with your hands apart. That's totally fine. But if your shoulders are mobile enough to interlace the fingers and stretch up, let's go for that one. Feel free to sway a little bit side to side, so create a little bit more fluidity in the overall pose. But do drive down through your heels, work your legs a little bit straighter and stronger as you stretch your arms up. Okay, go ahead and release and interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your elbows back, your shoulders back, open your chest up, and then work your arms straighter or all the way straight. Same thing, if you need to, I think it might not be a bad idea to put a little bit of motion, in the ocean here. So feel free to rock the hips a little bit from side to side. All right, bend the elbows. Re-interlace, but change the interlacing from last time. And what that will mean is just put the other index finger on top, all right? And then pull your shoulders back. Done. Or straighten your elbows if you can get them all the way straight. So literally just open your chest. So chest bump, lift your chest up. A little bit of bouncing is not a bad idea. And then release. Swing your right arm across your chest. So right arm across your chest. And then with your left elbow, hook the upper arm. Yeah. And then pull. Pull to some degree. So bend the left elbow, pull the arm in towards your chest so the back of your right shoulder gets a stretch. Go ahead and switch sides. All right, so once swing the left arm across your chest, and with the right arm, the right elbow, hook the upper left arm, and then pull. And pull your right elbow to the right a little bit and feel that stretch on the back of your upper left arm, back of upper left shoulder. You're welcome. Okay, release. Let's do it again on each side. Right arm across your chest. Done. This is it. Or more traditional arm position, the eagle arm position. Go ahead and take your palms together. Move your elbows away from your chest, and now spread your upper back a little bit wider. Okay, release. Second side. Done. Left arm straight, or if you want to get fancy with it, then do the eagle arm position. Lift your elbows up a little bit and away from your chest and spread your upper back. Make sure the back of your neck stays relaxed the entire time. Okay, release. Shake it out a little bit and then downward facing dog. Walk your dog once you're in there. And as you're walking your dog, stretch, so whatever leg is straight, stretch down through that heel quite strongly. And as you walk your dog, shift your hips from side to side, as well as your shoulders from side to side. And then make those movements a little bit more minimal, a little bit more narrow, and start to come more towards a still dog, if there is such a thing. All right, bend your knees, lift your heels and your buttocks up, and pull your lower back in to your body. Take another full deep breath here. Now step your right foot between your hands. Turn on both your feet to the left. So now you're in this standing straddle position. Lift part way up and lengthen your chest out. And then with an exhale, fold forward and step your hands in between your feet and release your neck. So you're in a wide-legged standing straddle fold. Release the back of your neck. All right, now with an inhale, lift part way up, bend your knees. Grab your hips and stand all of the way up. Warrior two to the right. Rotate your right foot out about 90 degrees, your back foot in slightly, and then bend your right knee till it's over your right ankle and come on down into your hips. Yeah. Once you're in that position, reach through your back leg again. Turn your belly and chest more towards the long edge of your mat and lift your chest up. Reach your arms out. So warrior two. Just take one or two more breaths here just so we can set the stance between the 2 feet for the next pose, triangle pose. So straighten your right leg. And then reach to the right, hinge to the right, bring your right hand down to something, and your left arm straight up for now. Now grab your top hip with your left hand. With both your feet and your right hand, push down. Push down. Now lift your left shoulder up, lift your left ribs up. Yeah, open your chest up. So there is a rotation. Turn your belly and chest towards the roof, and then stretch your left arm up again. All right, now next inhale, come up. Parallel both your feet. And then second side of warrior two. So rotate your left foot out, bend your left knee, and then lower your hips. That back foot, angle it in to some degree. It makes it a little bit easier to push through the outer foot, as well as pushing the right thigh straight back. Now stretch through your back leg again. Work it towards straight. Lift your side waist and stretch your arms out. All right, still just letting the body somewhat acclimate into the shape. So take your time. If you need to pump in and out of it a little bit, please do. Be nice on your body, or to your body, really. Now straighten your left leg, and then hinge to left. Bring your left hand down to something, and stretch your right arm up just for a couple breaths. We'll start here. All right, now grab your top hip, push through both your feet and your bottom hand. So ground down. Now lift your right shoulder. Yeah, lift your chest up and then stretch your right arm up again. So now open in all the different directions. Left foot, left hand, right hand, crown of head. So get spacious. So create space in the shape. Take another breath. And then stand all the way up, parallel your feet. And then go back to the first side of warrior two. So warrior two, stretch your arms out. And then lean to your right. Bring your right elbow to your right thigh. And then stretch your top arm over your ear to start. Push through both your feet. Lift your left shoulder up. So even here, just like in triangle pose, there's this rotation. There is a rotation in your torso and your chest up away from the floor. But now that the top arm is over your ear, push from your left heel or push down through your left heel and stretch up and out through your left hand. Say one more breath here. Now next inhale, stand up, straighten your legs, parallel your feet. And then go to the second side of Warrior Two, come on down. Stretch your arms out. And then as you exhale, lean out to the left, put your left elbow on your thigh, and reach your right arm up and over your ear. Standing poses is a great place to start to feel your feet, if that makes any sense at all. So as you do them, pay attention to how your feet interact with your mat or whatever surface you're doing this class on. So which point of your foot or points on your feet are actually grounding into that surface more than other parts of your feet. There's some interesting work going on down there. So ground through the front heel, ground through the outer back heel, push down as you stretch up. All right, let's go ahead and stand all the way up. Parallel both your feet, and then this time, step or jump your feet all the way in. Now stand at the top edge of your mat. All right, so step your left foot back a big step. Ground your back foot, and then bend your right knee. Go ahead and hold on to your hips to start. Now once you get your hips down, step your right foot out to the right quite a bit, almost out to the outer edge of your mat. Lift your back heel for a moment and spin the inner heel and the inner thigh back, and then place the heel down again. All right, so readjust that back leg. Readjust the front foot, hips in a comfortable enough position. Stay here and pull your elbows back, or reach your arms out and then up overhead. So Warrior One modification. Warrior One is definitely a back bend. It could be argued that it's the first back bend, the building block back bend. Okay, stand up, step forward, and then step back, other foot. Ground your back foot, bend your left knee, lower your hips. As you bend the left knee though, accommodate, give some room to accommodate your anatomy. Step your left foot out to the left. Raise your back heel, spin the inner heel back, the inner thigh back, and then place the foot down again. You might shorten your stance a little bit as you do it. That's fine. All right, now keep your hands on your hips, draw the elbows back, shoulders back, and lift your chest. Done. Or stretch your arms up. So go out and up, arms straight, hands shoulder width apart. So a fairly modified Warrior One position. So it is a back bend, so back bend. Unless you're super bendy, and then you probably don't have to do it if you're super bendy in your lower back like I am. Okay, stand up, step forward, and then step into the middle of your mat again. Take a wide stance. Rotate your right foot out about 90 degrees, and then your back foot in like 60, 70 degrees. Essentially what you just had for your back foot in Warrior One. Bend your right knee. Bring your hands down to the floor. All right. Step your right foot a little bit out to the right. And keep your abdomen and your right thigh touching, and then work your right leg straighter or all the way straight. And around your back, release your neck if you can. So modification on the pose known as Parshvottanasana, or intense stretch of your side waist pose. Push through your left heel and stretch down through your left leg, or stretch longer through your left leg, really. Okay, bend your right knee again, look forward, and then stand up, parallel both your feet. Second side, keep going with the feet. Bend your left knee, bring your hands down to the floor, and get some contact between your thigh and your abdomen. Maintain that contact, and then go fold forward. Work your left leg straighter or all the way straight. The back thigh, rotate it in more. So if that back foot needs to rotate in more, just do it. Roll the whole thigh in. It's just angled out at a slight amount. But if you can release the back of your neck, release it. If you can round your spine, it's a little more relaxing there. So release your back muscles. Let them stretch into the pose. Okay, bend your left knee again, stand all the way up, parallel your feet, and then step your feet into the center mat. Okay, lie down on your back. Once you get down there, hug your knees into your chest though. So squeeze your knees in, make sure your lower back feels correct. You could stay here or do the happy baby pose. That's another alternative that could be great. As long as your spine's okay with it, your back's okay with it. All right, bring your feet down. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and then hug your knees into your chest. So personally, when I come into this, I like to lift my head and upper back off the floor, and then grab that lower leg, and from there, lean back. Because from my perspective, it's all good if your lower back comes off, it's all good in my mind if the lower back is not in contact with the floor. Obviously, if you have lower back issues, then that's not okay. So if you need the support of the floor, then keep the lower back on the floor. Okay, one more breath on this side. And then release it, go to the second side. It's all good to rock around a little bit. It's all good to, if you have a little bit more, let's say layers of crust that you need to knock off, then feel free to do that. Take your time, move around a little bit if you need to knock some crust off. Okay, release it. Hug your knees into your chest and then lower your knees to the right. Come back through center and then lower your knees to the left. Come back through center, lower your knees to the right. Come back through center and lower your knees to the left. Come back through center, bring your knees into your chest and square everything up. And then release everything up. Separate your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips. Reach your arms overhead, and with your left hand, grab your right wrist and push through your right heel. As you push through your right heel, now go ahead and step your right foot or cross your right ankle over your left ankle, and then side bend to your left. It's a little lateral flexion or lateral stretching. Come back through center. Separate your legs so they're hip width apart. Reach your arms up. Grab onto your left wrist. Side bend to the right. And cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Okay, come back through center. Square everything up, but bend your knees and lift your hips up off the floor. Take more time if you need a little bit more time before coming up. But bridge pose, go ahead and lift your hips up, lift your chest up, and arch your back. Push your arms into the floor, engage your upper back. Okay, lower down. Stretch your legs straight. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video and you want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know how everything went for you, or if you have any requests you'd like to see on the channel in the future. I want to know what's going on. So thanks guys, have a good day.